Rise and shine, beautiful souls.
Rise.
Welcome to our first podcast, the first episode, the Rise Tribe Podcast. Give us some hands, y'all. Y'all been wanting this. We've been wanting to give it, and here we are, family. So let's get excited. All right. Now, we building and we growing, so we took some notes so we can make sure we don't get up here and get nervous. So we already know what we're going to say, but you don't know yet. All right? So stay tuned. Here we go. Welcome to the Rise Tribe Podcast. I, of course, am Kevin Wesley. And today we're diving into a topic that is close to our hearts. The topic of discussion is the different dynamics that we have in our world. Ours, of course, is a polygynous tribe. Okay? Now, you know this is all for the camera. You know I know what we got going on here, right? This is what I help it get into y'all's minds, okay? So, anyway, I am sitting beside my two beautiful wives, Jamie and Lacey. I, of course, am accompanied by my beautiful children, our beautiful children, Jamie and I's beautiful children. Janae, say hey to the people so they know who you are.
Hey, guys.
Janae, of course, is 22. Her birthday was just the other day, so let's give Janae a hand clap. Hit the cash app. Janae, give him the cash app.
Janae Wesley.
You got it.
Hey, put that on the screen.
We're going to put it right here.
No.
All right, okay.
In the description.
Next up is my oldest son, 17 years old, about to be 18 this year. Justin, say what's up so they know who you are.
What's up? You know. You know what it is.
You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. And then, last but not least, the one who showed up regardless of what anybody had to say, Israel.
Hello, you can't get rid of me. Not get rid of me at all. I'm here every time.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So today, guys, we're going to talk about our specific dynamic, which is polygyny. And before we get into that, I'm going to have Lacey explain a little bit about what the umbrella of that is above polygyny and all those different things. Lacey, you got it. Take us home.
Well, to start, it's polygamy.
See?
Polygamy. And then that's the umbrella. Then there are subcategories. The first one being polygyny. And that basically is one man with multiple wives. Then you have polyandry, which is one woman, multiple husbands. And lastly, you have polyamory, which tends to be more of a non-committal version of the previous two. And you tend to see, again, it's non-committal, so partners tend to get switched out a little more often than the previous.
Awesome. And so, family, now that you know the dynamic differences, we can't leave out all the different types of lifestyles that happen inside of our beautiful world, okay? But poly is not something that our world is used to, so that's what we're trying to get you guys familiar with. So we're going to start by talking about how it all began, okay? Of course, when we began this, we were met with enthusiasm. When we sat down and talked to the children about it, we were met with enthusiasm and open minds. They were all, really willing to hear about it. But I'm going to let them share with you about how they feel, because I know y'all going to say, let them speak for themselves. So, Janae, how do you feel about it?
Well, I remember when Dad and Mom first talked to us about it. We were all teenagers, and it was fascinating to see how open-minded they were. They explained that love could take many forms, and we understood that there was room in our hearts for more.
Yeah, absolutely. But from the beginning, we all truthfully loved Lacey. It was her warm personality and the way she engaged with everybody. But it made it very easy to invite her as part of the family and accept her like that.
Izzy, what's your thoughts on the situation?
Lacey's advice and giving nature and her willingness to engage in deep conversations really won us over. She brought a new dimension to our family.
What? Hey, did you hear that? All right, okay. That was bars.
Shakespeare.
He's a writer, I'm telling you. No, indeed, it was definitely remarkable. But it wasn't just the children, of course, who had an experience and who had challenges and things of that nature. My beautiful wives, this was also new for you guys, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Jamie, if you don't mind, share what the beginning of it was like for you.
Definitely. So
It's definitely a unique experience. We had to navigate through uncharted waters because this is the first time we all done it, y'all. Believe it or not. But over time, we developed a strong sisterhood. We realized that supporting each other was the most important. That's what made us so strong. And it wasn't about the competition. It was more about love and unity for our family.
Absolutely, it was.
And learning to communicate, being open, being honest, as Jamie said, not being competitive, but learning to respect our differences as well as our strengths. Now, I know it's different for you guys to digest, but what Jamie and I have is unique and it's incredibly special.
Absolutely. For me, it's been about my own anxieties. It's just difficult, you know. Even though they know what's up, I still get nervous. If I'm with Lacey and Jamie walks in the room or vice versa, I get a little nervous. Small story. One time Lacey and I were walking through Dave and Buster's and we knew Jamie was on her way. We were waiting for her to get there, in fact. Lacey and I were walking, we were holding hands. I saw Jamie walk in, I let go of Lacey's hand, like I was cheating on Jamie or something. Look, man, I struggled, okay? I was often going to them, am I doing things wrong? Are you okay? How are you feeling? So I was definitely, you know, measuring myself by the world. It was new for me. I grew up in church. I always felt like maybe I'm doing something wrong here. So definitely took me some getting used to. And but we made it through, right?
So we had to assure Kevin that we understood the assignment. What they said, we understood the assignment. And so we had to let him know that and encourage him to embrace the love that we all shared.
Absolutely. It did take some time. When we worked through these early challenges, I just didn't want anybody to feel left out and whatnot. It's been difficult, but we've worked through that. And it's been an incredible journey. Wouldn't y'all agree?
Yes.
Now, so we're gonna move on to the benefits of our polyamorous, polygynous, however y'all wanna say it, okay? We're gonna talk about that dynamic and the benefits to it. So the benefits to our poly dynamic. Now that we share how it all began, let's talk about the benefits to our polyamorous relationship or polygynous relationship. How, you know, we're gonna keep on doing that this whole time. Janae,
Yes.
what have you found to be the most rewarding part of our polygynous family tribe?
Well, I'd say the most rewarding part of our tribe has been the expanded support system. Having more people who care about you and are there for you is a real blessing.
I agree. Just what you got?
I mean, I don't know, but I learned about the polygon. I noticed that we all became incredibly strong and resilient. I mean, the way that we communicate, adapt to change, and resolve conflicts is all honestly really valuable skills to have.
It is. Israel, what you got to say on the subject?
I appreciate the diversity of perspectives and experiences within our family. It helped me grow as an individual and see the world in different angles.
Absolutely. I would even say for myself too, I experienced a lot of that. It makes you more social as you have to deal with so many different personalities, right? It's amazing. Overcoming, I'm sorry. You all right, Blue?
Boy, come
Come on,
on.
make everybody trying to get his little 10 minutes of fame. It's cool. Everybody follow Blue.
Blue got his 5 seconds.
Everybody follow Blue.
Yeah, we definitely get to introduce him. That's Blue right there. You hear? But leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Trying to play the victim.
Yeah, recovery. Justice just broke on his bone.
Anyway, guys, our journey has absolutely been incredible, and we're excited about the future more than anything else. And we're dreaming of a day where we can build a community where like-minded families can strive together. And in comes the beautiful Mayana. Wait right there, love.
Justice. She can be wrapped up in it.
You wanna help me read stuff? All right, so say hey, Mayana. Look at the camera, say hey. Okay, she just woke up. Okay. All right, so Anyway, like I was saying, we've been excited about the future. We've been dreaming of a day when we can build a community where like-minded families like our own can thrive together. All right, so I'm very excited about that. Since we started, since we started, we done went through what, 3 homes? Yeah, we started in one home, moved to a larger home. Then we got this big, beautiful home. So there's been nothing but progression since we started this beautiful journey. Next, guys, we're going to talk about some of the challenges that we face while being in poly. And I think one of our biggest challenges, or the biggest challenge, was overcoming online speculation and judgment as a tribe. People give us a hard time, y'all. So in this segment, we want to share the significant challenges that we face as a family and how we've tackled them all together. Online speculation, judgment, and ridicule. It's been a journey, but we've come out stronger, right, guys?
Definitely.
Yeah. So we're gonna start by sharing with you our perspectives on this challenge, Jamie.
Right. So being in a polygamous family, I should say, what we said earlier, we knew that we would face misunderstanding and criticism, especially online. Oh my goodness, especially online. Let's say that again. It's something we've all experienced to different degrees. So if you watch us, then I'm pretty sure you would agree as well.
Lacey, what's up?
Instead of dealing with these situations as individuals, we decided to approach it together as a family and as a tribe. We wanted to support each other and find constructive ways of addressing these difficult circumstances.
Indeed. So, Janae,
Yes.
how did we go about handling these situations in a constructive way as a family?
Well, we went about it by bringing the situation to the table openly. We talked about what we were facing online, shared our feelings and thoughts, and it allowed us to gain different perspectives and insights.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in a way, we kind of like became each other's lightning rod, right? Kind of absorbing that impact of negativity and taking it on as a family rather than individually.
Right.
Absolutely. Israel, can you give an example of how discussing these situations openly has helped us as a family?
Sure, Dad. There was a time when some hurtful comments were directed towards our family online. Instead of internalizing it, we discussed it as a tribe. We reminded each other of the love and support within our family.
Absolutely. Jay?
We also learned to focus on the positive aspects of our family dynamic. We shared the beautiful moments we've experienced together, which helped counterbalance with the negativity.
The key here is that we've turned challenges into opportunities for growth as a tribe. I like to say tribal family, just a whole different perspective. I'll go over that one day with y'all family. But by openly discussing online speculation, judgment, and ridicule, we've become even more united and even more resilient.
And we realized that our strength as a tribe is in our ability to support each other and cover each other with love and support. It helps us to face that adversity as a unit.
I agree. Too many times we see things that are damaging to us, to our souls, to our well-being, and we just keep it to ourselves, family. And often when we do share it with our loved ones, they do nothing but mock and likely to do the same things to us. We kind of overlook other people's concerns and what they're going through. What we like to do is when we talk about an evil comment that we got or someone who did something crazy, said something crazy, we just talk about it openly as a family. What that person might be going through, to type that in, and how we can look at it and not manifest it as something that's negative to us. You know what I mean? So to me, I feel like it's a way that we all handle it together, right? Nobody got to carry it on their own. The next segment, guys, we're going to talk about a show. So we'll do this every single podcast. We'll talk about something that we're watching. And so the first show that we're going to talk about is going to be From. Now this show comes on Netflix. It's like a horror or a suspense. I don't know. Let me ask the family what they think about it. So let's see. I'll start with you, Janae. You're a movie buff. You're a movie buff. Would you say that's a horror movie, suspense, thriller? What you got?
I'd say it's all three. You get a little bit of everything, but especially suspense. Because you're going to be hanging on by the edge of your seat for every episode.
That's right.
Okay, so let's see. Israel, what would you say?
I'd say it's like a horror movie made into a series.
Mm-hmm.
It has the same amount of horror and suspense that you would seek in a movie. So like you feel like you could sit there for hours just watching it.
For sure.
Absolutely. Justice, what you think?
But first of all, I'd like to, rephrase something or make something clear. This show is on Prime Video and not Netflix. So if you look in
Oh, that's right, that's
Prime
right.
Video. But also, honestly, I think same thing. I think it's all three of them. But truthfully, what hooked me, I apologize for being a bit graphic, but the blood and the guts. I'm really a gore head in terms of movies and stuff like that. But I mean, to have all of that in a TV show every episode, that's different.
I agree. Lacey, what's your thoughts on the movie From?
I would say if you're a real think type person, and for me, I like crime and investigative type shows that, make me try and, get a step ahead and figure it out, put the puzzle pieces together. This is actually a show that has that as well. So while everyone's discovering and maneuvering throughout their lives, you're actually trying to figure out the story. And I think that's what makes it so much of an intriguing show to watch is you don't know what's going to happen episode to episode, but you're trying to get ahead of it the whole time. And so I love that part of it. And I would say very much horror and suspense for me.
Okay. Jamie, what you got?
All right, I would say all of the above, but I sense more of suspense and thriller. And I tell you, what they're saying about just to say about the gore and everything, it has you on the edge of your seat to the point where it make you mad. Because I'd be like, I know you didn't go in there. I know you see what we see.
Right.
I know you know the rules. I know you hear that bell. You're supposed to be in the house. Quit looking outside. So it will mess you up. So that's all I'm going to give you right here. It will mess you up. But you got to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's every bit of that. The suspense when it comes to not knowing what's going to happen next, not even knowing how they got there, the people not even knowing how they got there. Thriller because it's exciting, the cliffhangers are unreal. You're not going to be able to get any sleep. I'll let you run off because you're just doing too much. What you going to do? You going to go over there? Let's put you over there. Yeah, so you're not getting any sleep, okay? Every episode ends to where you just have to watch the next one. It's absolutely crazy. And all together it's horrible. I mean, man, these guys just end up in this place and not know how they got there. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine.
Right.
They don't know how they got there. They always in different places. It's amazing. Hang on one second. All right, so what I want to do is I want to give everybody an opportunity to tell you a scene that stood out to them on the movie From. Who wants to go first?
You know what? I'll go first.
All right.
So, something that stood out to me was actually, the very first episode. And I'll say, for this particular part, skip ahead a little bit if you don't want any chance at any spoilers, but they'll be teeny if they're alright. But the first episode, there's this scene with this witch that's peering through the window. And immediately you can kind of grasp that maybe you shouldn't open that window. But what happens when they do, that thing right there, you should be good to watch the rest of the show. And it's early, it's episode 1, so you'll see it. Hey, just try it out, I promise you'll like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think, Janae?
Let's see.
My bad, Israel, if you got something, you can go. Go ahead.
Yeah, well,
So there's a scene in season 1 that really stuck out to me was whenever the box was introduced and that night the guy was put in the box. The end of the episode where the box where they start breaking into the box and clawing at him, that part made me jump because I was suspecting it. I was like, okay, that's going to happen, but I wasn't sure when. It makes you wait. So it really jumped out to me, and that was one of the parts of the show that really got a scare out of me.
Yes,
I agree. I remember that part. That part was crazy. Yeah.
Janae, you got something?
I'd say
in general, the way that let's say monsters in the show are depicted, it's like the way that they just smile and walk slowly is very unhinged. It's like, are you supposed to run?
Right.
And if you don't, like, how are they doing the things that they're doing to you with human teeth and human hands? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's insane. It's like they should be wild animals.
Absolutely, absolutely. Lacey, what's your thoughts on it?
Well, the story behind the sheriff and how he lost his significant other. Like when they uncovered that part of the story, you assume because of the layout and what you learned up until that point that you know what happened. And then when you find out what has him so emotional about it, it completely blindsided me. And I think that was an impactful scene for me. Like just thinking if you had to be in his shoes, what would be your mental process? So you guys have to watch that because I'm definitely not gonna spoil that.
Absolutely. Then what you got?
I had to go back to my initial thoughts about it from the beginning, but it was more of not a certain scene, but it as a whole, just finding out the backstory of everyone and what they were doing and how they got there. As far as their mindset of once they had to be sat down and told this is happening. You are stuck here. You're not leaving here. And just watching all of them go through their ups and downs that's trying to figure out, what, I don't get to go back home? Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? And just watching them pretty much have to go through different trials and errors and seeing that they're in the same place as everyone else. Nothing you trying to do is going to work. And it's just watching everybody and how they play out different parts of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. For me, what I love mostly about this show is the challenges that the leaders seem to face. The main character, and also there's another character in there, this lady who runs this other house, and all these people are dependent on them to get out, either escape or their safety while they're living in this place. And all of them were in different places when they found themselves in this place. It's amazing how it happens. You gotta watch the show, but you can see the leaders try to decide whether they want to walk away from it all. Some of them look like they're so frustrated they just want to walk outside and let those monsters have them. Because the stress of just watching everybody who depends on them daily, you can see how it gets to them. Watching these characters develop over the course of the show is absolutely amazing. I love every bit of that show. I think I've watched it like twice. It's dope.
Season 3 needs to come out like yesterday.
Yeah.
And I hate waiting for it. I'm like, they should just put them all out at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good show, y'all. Watch it. You said it's on Prime, right?
Prime
Yeah.
Video.
Prime Video.
You
Check
guys
out
watch it.
Prime.
You guys watch it and tell us. Where do you guys think the monsters are coming from?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
And also those little pendants or whatever you call them, the little blocks that they can sit in front of the openings.
Yeah.
Why do those work?
Yeah. And can you
So-
make them, or are they just there already?
Right. Because so as soon as it starts seeming like you can logically say what's wrong and you think you know the problem, you don't know what's the deal. Is it supernatural? Is it some type of experiment? You don't know what it is.
Right.
As soon as you think you know, you were dead wrong.
Right.
It's crazy, man. So yeah, definitely watch the show. Mayana, would you like to add? You saw the movie From? You have? Tell us about it. What you thinking?
Popcorn.
Okay. Watch popcorn when you're watching this movie. It's that good. Yeah,
You got it.
follow her
You got
advice. All right, so last guys, we're gonna talk about fun games that you can play with your family, specifically app games or online type games that you can play with your family just to become more social and interactive with your family. One of the games we like to play is called Among Us. I know you've seen that game.
Absolutely.
But there are a couple of others that I think you guys may have not heard of. Because Among Us I kind of seen everywhere, but my kids put me on the other two games. I'm gonna let them tell you what those are.
So I personally, I incorporated Jackbox games to the house. It's a fun party game that you can play. Also using your phone, but you do need some sort of console or computer, something like that. But everybody else just needs their phones and they can play. A TV, that's all it really takes. And then
what's that last one?
Werewolf. Yeah.
Werewolf.
Yeah, werewolf.
That was crazy. We played that one for Janae's birthday. What's that game about? We're gonna play that one real quick.
So werewolf is kind of about.
cool.
Yeah, I know he's weird. Werewolf is kind of about. It's very similar to Among Us, right? How somebody or multiple of us will be in this situation werewolves, and there will be a day and a night cycle. Almost like to be hosting, so you guys will hear me talking about it and stuff like that. But the werewolves get to try to kill people at nighttime, and in the daytime it's the time of the villagers. There's some special roles that I'll explain as well whenever we choose them. But it should be fun. It should be fun. The villagers can definitely vote out people, and it'll be fun. Hey, watch
Right.
the roles. You'll get it as you go. You'll get it as you go.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys. So we're gonna get our phones ready to play that game. See you here in a minute.
Yep.
All right, guys. So now let's get on with that game. Werewolf, right?
Werewolf.
I always forget the name of it, even though we play it all the time. Justice is the host. Justice, let's roll.
All right. So to first explain how we're going to get into this, this is a game that you play on the phone. I'm gonna have to pass the phone around to everybody during the night. So people, I'll tap your shoulder. I'll tap your shoulder whenever it's time for you to, do your role. But besides that, you should technically be asleep. It is the night, so if you want to close your eyes, make sure you don't see nobody's role, and that'll be for the best. But there are a few roles in this game, and I'll explain them now. There's of course the two werewolves, right? So there's two werewolves. And these werewolves need to kind of work together. And if you are the werewolf, make sure you look at the different options that it will show you on your screen, because there will be a paw print next to your other fellow wolf. So you'll know who the other one is, and you kind of want to work together to get the villagers, throw them off their tracks, because you want to kill them at nighttime. But the killing only starts at night too. Right? Then there's also the doctor. The doctor can save somebody each night, whether that be themselves or another player. So if the doctor's like, oh, I want to protect Izzy for today, then Izzy is impossible to kill by the werewolves. And if they do get attacked, then the doctor can save their life. Then there's the just average villager. You got your pitchfork, you be tending your farms. You don't do nothing but sit there and try to find out who's the werewolf. But finally, there's a last role. And this one is important. It is the detective. The detective can choose 2 players each night and see if they belong to the same team. What that means is, if they think, let's say Lacey and myself are the werewolves, they can choose both Lacey and me, and if it says we are the same team, then you know that we're either both villagers or we're both werewolves. But if they're not the same team, then they'll tell you that. So it's pretty cool. But that are all the roles, and I'm about to get started.
All right. And yeah, because people are sitting behind each other and stuff, please cover y'all. You never know, you can have those eyes. It's better to see us with.
I did not even a little bit.
And I was a wolf, man. I was about to terrorize.
I didn't.
I was also
Setter-upper.
You was a wolf, man, Izzy, man. It was me and you.
I was a detective, and it said y'all two were on the same team. So I was like,
she already knew.
no. Because he said the detective, he said if you're a
She
detective,
just happened to choose both of y'all and got it wrong. So she didn't know.
Both of us random the same thing, just random.
So both of y'all would have been a villain.
You
Both of y'all would have been a
gonna
werewolf.
Dang, that's crazy.
You got it, yeah.
Well, we were both villagers, Israel. Villagers who turned into werewolves. Mayana is also going to get her 15 minutes. Okay? She is enthused for whatever reason. And I know it's because we're recording. Mayana, you came a long way from your, you came a long ways from your silence after your nap. You didn't want to talk at first a while ago. Now you just all over the place. What's up? Come tell me about it. Come here. You want to come talk to me? You want to tell me where you got all this energy from?
Alright, well everybody, this time make sure you take 2 screenshots of one of it telling you to click yourself. So the basic screening like this, see it say Israel name. Make sure y'all take a screenshot of this too so they can know, who's clicking the different ones. Okay. Just make sure you take a screenshot of that main page too.
Blue done took off running and got up there with Izzy. Did.
Well then.
Why am I over there telling this? I can't tell you what she said. We're playing the whole game.
I didn't know what she said. Okay.
No, she called me werewolf.
She said, look, it's a wolf.
Yeah.
She's talking about the game. She don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, just forget that.
Go ahead and shoot me with y'all first.
I'll let you get one kill. I'll let you get one kill.
What?
No, y'all
You
not.
want to say words, Izzy? No, you're the one she killed.
Just don't kill me, because if you kill me, then I can't,
All right, y'all. The game
Protect
has
you.
started. There's 2 minutes on the clock for the discussion.
So I heard a child voice outside my window saying, "Oh, a wolf!" coming from Lacey's house.
I agree. There's a wise quote that says, out of the mouth of babes. And I think that we should honor that quote. I know it seems devious to do that, but you gotta trust the little children, okay? Let no man despise your youth, as they say. If Mayana believes she saw a wolf, we are not going to disregard that and call it her imagination. Even though we know kids can be very imaginative. All right, okay. What's anybody else?
Right. I heard that outside of my window too. I thought it was very suspect, so I decided to stay on in the house.
You know, well, partner, I actually think that's kind of cash. You know, it kind of sounds like somebody is just bandwagoning off of what my brother said. And I would actually like to say that maybe you are also the wolf.
Who's on the wolf?
I'm a blow, you know, you want to know
Why
what
would I
you
be?
are?
I'm chilling. I heard the same mess outside too.
You know, I just think it's quite ironic that everybody got the same window next to the same person.
Listen,
Also, we
it's a
only
village.
only focused on one. We got to figure out what is everybody else doing that night.
Right.
I think he is.
I was working a late night shift. We had a bunch of traumas coming in. Looked like wolf bites. I didn't get no sleep last night operating on all these folks.
Okay. Israel, what was you doing last night?
I was munching. I was munching some veggies in my dog.
Yeah, okay.
Veggies, okay.
Okay.
Now, Lacey, of course, a child did scream out wolf when they were next to you. But what were you doing last night? We want to be fair here.
I was hungry.
You was hungry.
I was hungry.
Wow.
Clearly, I believe her, and that is time. Israel, we're now starting the voting section. Israel, we place on the votes.
Okay.
If you want to vote for somebody, you can. I don't know who you would possibly think it is. Or you can skip your vote if you like.
And I definitely would not vote for anyone, especially when I think that no one would. I honestly don't think that anyone could, kill anyone. And especially because, like, no crime, no foul, no one would die last night. So I think
Nobody died. Maybe nobody that you know of. Could have been somebody's dog.
even that child,
Somebody's
somebody's
dog.
over here later.
I think that child is very much still active.
What's the child?
The child could be a child werewolf. You
Yeah,
are on
and-
something.
yeah, and they were looking at
The
the
question
mirrors
is, can
and-
Mariana be trusted? That's the question.
Right.
Didn't you just say
She
the
would-
famous quote?
She would literally be the little girl that cried wolf.
No.
If this isn't true, she is literally the girl. I think she can be that anyway. She did cry wolf. Literally.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. I couldn't see nothing on her
Regardless,
That's funny.
regardless, the village has all elected to eliminate one specific individual, and that happens to be the, like, say, wolf.
Wow, she was a wolf.
No clue.
So Mariana ain't no cap, is she?
We do not know at all, actually. She could be capped, she could not.
Oh, so we don't
be
know
capped.
she's
We don't know if she's a wolf. I just said that.
She just, got caught
Regardless
by
of
the
the
I
votes.
thought it tells us if they were the wolf or not.
well, it doesn't, but I can most certainly allow it to next time.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Please try not to let the baby see a roll. 'Cause apparently
I'm out the game,
she speaks
y'all.
about it.
And Mariana is well versed
I
in her
assume you don't have
animals.
to do it again.
How did you know a wolf print over?
I didn't even know she knew wolves yet.
This girl knows what an armadillo is.
Mama, go over there.
He can't play games with armadillos around.
Oh, don't come over here, Mama. Look, untail something. I haven't seen it.
Not from my angle.
From the angle, it looks like it might.
Alright, come on. Give me a hug.
I'm over here trying to angle the phone away from all y'all. I didn't even process that part. I'm over here playing, and I'm over here angled this way. Like, dang, I should have been like this.
All right. Nobody actually ended up dying last night, but it's a new discussion. And since nobody died, I would like to ask. You kind of sounded to be doctor-like by your profession. Did you happen to save anybody's life? Because otherwise, I couldn't see how somebody would end up not dying.
I sure did. I gave somebody with a green shirt on sitting right beside me a dose of medicine.
I was feeling a bit weird. Maybe they put that wolf buying, whatever. Wait a minute, I would probably not like that if I was. Regardless. You know what I'm saying?
The wrong person.
If she's over here saving me, obviously I could have been a werewolf. Obviously, you see me. I don't turn into the wolves. And
I have a conclusion. It's small.
Why would you think that?
Well, I already came to that conclusion, but nobody listened when I said it.
I want to know why.
So I am a detective, and I have been conducting my own investigation. Okay. Now, on the evening in question, the night before, I done an investigation, and what I learned was that you and Israel were not on the same teams.
So what you're saying is it could be either me
Well,
or
it
Mom.
could be. However, the second night I did some more investigating. And what I found is Janae and Israel, they are on the same team. So they're both villagers. And here's what we gotta understand, guys. I've been doing this for a while here. If Janae killed Justice and Justice isn't dead, then that wolf tried to kill Justice, and that's why Justice is still alive. Jamie here is the wolf. Not a doubt about it. I rest my case. Okay?
I would say that's a lot of talk from how we just discussed the game and the rules just a minute ago. And now he's reiterating everything that we just talked about and then want to put the blame on me. That makes me look at him very suspiciously. Because, when people, they got a lot to talk about and stuff, they're usually trying to cover up their own tracks. Wolf tracks.
Notice a lot of talking.
Well,
over
that
here.
is a lot of
Notice she had a lot to say.
No,
a lot of things
no.
to say from everybody, but
No,
regardless,
no.
we can no longer say anything else because it is the time.
We're all
for
wolves
the
by that
votes.
description.
Who could it possibly be? I have no idea. We will all be voting now and possibly come to a mutual conclusion. Maybe not mutual at all. I would not be saying actually.
Yeah, remember to look at the numbers so we know how funny this will be.
The funny thing is it's both of my wives who are wolves in sheep's clothing. Everybody been judging me this whole time. It's telltale.
Ironic.
Were they in sheep's clothing though? I feel like we already knew right after that.
Well, when I first met them, the first things I said was, wonderful eyes that you have. Little did I know, they were better to see me with.
Very true, very true. And I'm not going to say who I voted for, but I feel like somebody here just simply does not deserve to be on the playing field.
I feel like they know what to do. That's the wrong option. Whoa.
What?
You trying to-
How is there wrong? How do people not know who the wolf is? Y'all don't trust
We've
y'all
all
to take
collectively agreed. At least 3 out of 5 of us have collectively
I've been serving
agreed
this community
that
for some
regardless
years
of
now.
any werewolves or anything like that, there is one person that is at this meeting that should not be at this meeting, and that is Israel, and Israel will be lynched. And it just is what it is. Israel has been eliminated from the competition because we all
That's what happens.
that he racist should not be here.
That's what happens when you point the finger. You got more pointing back at you.
Okay, last I checked, I went the finger. Okay, you know, I'm dead. Let me start talking.
Last I checked, gay men don't speak.
That's what happens.
I'm putting my two
Lie
together.
your legs down so you can sit down. Go sit.
Oh my goodness. I probably won't make it to the next round. I am going to be doing some more investigation, but I think that I think the investigation is already clear now.
Wow, I'm hearing a lot of conversation in nighttime.
You're supposed to be sleepy.
I'm sleeping
Why?
one eye open tonight.
You guys are not going to believe this, but last night, it's a miracle, nobody died.
Oh, thank you, Janae.
The doctor
Got
is
you,
an
Dad.
amazing person. But you see, somebody here is obviously not too happy about something. Individual be alive.
Why would you come here? The host got a lot to say, don't he?
He most likely did.
So now the stool.
Janae saved my life because I knew something was going on. Janae, you saved my life last night, didn't you?
I knew you was out of here.
She was trying to take me out, y'all. Because you know I'm on to her.
She told me to stop looking out wrong, Dad.
All these accusations.
Right, that's the technical.
Accusations. It is
I rest my case.
crazy.
I rest my case.
It's crazy.
What I did discover, thanks to Janae covering for me last night, I was doing some investigation. As soon as I found out that Janae and Justice was actually on the same team as well,
You can't
I
find
blacked
out
out.
different people
I
on the
blacked
same
out,
team.
and
It's
I
one or
woke
the
up
other.
the first time I found out that 2 people weren't on the same team. The second night I found out Janae and Israel were on the same team. The last night I found out that Janae and Justice were on the same team because I get to select every time. So I get to do an investigation every night. And like I said, as soon as I came across this, I blacked out. I imagine someone must have attacked me from behind. And thanks to Janae, I woke up in the hospital bed. Thank you so much.
No, she's
I was working
probably the one that blacked you out. When she got that wolf bane or whatever that is. Yeah, she's probably the one that knocked you out.
Y'all notice a lot of talking, right?
A lot of talking. It was my turn.
Straight from the wolf's mouth.
Boo. Boo. I feel like y'all ganging up on me.
Well, I personally am a victim of attack, so I have no comment.
You have to imagine how angry this wolf is, though. Because that nurse has been the bane of her existence. To my wolf's bane.
Oh boy, I'm not the one that brought it
Everybody
up.
she tried to kill, it's like the nurse just has intuition and she just saved everybody that she tried to kill.
I'm a doctor.
She should have tried to try that nurse instead of that cop.
Doctor knows
Dad,
lies. That's what
I'm
she
not a
doing.
nurse.
You are a doctor. I apologize.
Yeah.
Apologies, MD.
Well, you really have to say that Wolf is probably mad that their wolf buddy was out of here day 1.
Thanks to the children, thanks to the beloved Mayana.
Right.
She
The
got
children
got
are
her out of there. Didn't she?
I didn't get a fair shake. I didn't get a fair shake at all. I was out before everybody even finished getting their room.
Looks like nobody will die tonight, thanks to an amazing doctor and the new sheriff in town that we meet.
Both of the werewolves have successfully been captured,
Absolutely have.
and they are out of the picture.
Yes, they
Everybody lives that was still remaining, and hey, we only have one casualty, and that casualty was a collective group decision. So, in a way, you can say
Someone
nobody
did
died.
pass on. Here's the kicker. They're not the people who ended anybody's lives with wolves on. We did that. We did that to that village person. Which begs the
sure
question.
did.
Which actually begs the question: who are the wolves here?
Right.
The wolves were actually completely innocent, but this one wasn't.
It takes
And she
one
did
life.
attempt 2 murders.
Twice.
Apparently, the only people that know how to kill around here are the village people.
The entire time,
We
you
know
would not
how
have.
to know. We know how to kill. It's just this doctor over here
Knows how to
saved
kill.
y'all life.
So
Yeah,
maybe-
saved y'all life.
Maybe the truth is, deep down, we all have wolves among us.
Yep. So keep in mind, guys, who won this whole thing for us was an amazing MD that's sitting behind me and a great investigator who don't get no respect, apparently.
Or the villager that was just along for the ride.
Absolutely.
Or the wolf who just was sitting there for about 3 rounds.
All right, guys, it's been fun. Stay tuned to the next episode of the Rise Tribe podcast. This was fun, right? Y'all look for another one?
Yes.
All right, bet. All right, guys. See y'all the next time. Peace. Oh, as I always say, be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. And no candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos,
It is in that chaos that you find yourself.
That's it, family. Peace.
Rise.
Rise
Rise.
in peace and rise in peace.
We got it.
Rise in peace.